want to pivot into fashion now.
Yes.
Because I thought about the local scene, and obviously there's some really talented designers. I mean, what's your homie? You can plug in? OTC. You know, obviously
Jared.
The Art Club, Broke, and all that.
Yeah.
And I really think it's fantastic that there's local talent. But I always
Backyard Group.
Backyard Group, huge. Yeah.
And I'm gonna out myself a bit here, but I've always just gravitated towards the Adidas of the world and the Puma of the world, and I was like, why is that? Before this podcast, because I was like, what is it now? I think it's because I just really like the story,
the heritage
behind yes. And so. They have had a certain degree of success.
Yeah.
The local brands of the world. I mean, you can tell us more about that.
Yeah.
But do you think that's something that can be improved upon in terms of telling this story so that they can resonate with people like me that actually do love fashion, but just gravitate to the ones that just have that established story about, yeah.
This is like what Das was saying earlier on about if you're in, and you really know what's going on at the music scene and that community. It's the same with fashion.
100%.
It's 100% the same with fashion.
There's a really interesting conversation I had with a guy who's like a professional producer, like goes like in the producers for people sense. Like he songwrites and part of his little company that does this. And it's this thing of music specifically being one of the hardest industries to get into. But once you're in, you're kind of in. It's up to you to fuck it up at that point. Like, because opportunity kind of comes your way. Fashion is brutal because of how hard it is to get into. It's very expensive. It's also, it's the same as music. You're trying to make this thing and you have this vision in your head, but you're going to make really basic shit. Yeah. I'm a DJ and you're going to make the worst fucking house record ever. And the arrangement's going to be terrible. You're not going to know why. You're a streetwear guy and you're like, we're gonna just make vinyl print t-shirts and it's gonna say like they make the same mistakes music people make where like they're too focused on the concept and not enough on the product. So it's like, I'm gonna launch a brand and it's gonna be called just like super drip and then we're gonna put luxury streetwear on the t-shirt. My guy, if you have to tell me your t-shirt is luxury, it's not the fuck luxury.
Absolutely.
And it's the same thing with music where it's like, if you have to tell me, bruh, I made I'm a piano song. I don't care, because now you've told me it's more of the concept than it is about the song. If you're telling me I love the genre, this is my music, and I listen to it and I go, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This is what I can do.
That I ended up here.
Or if like you're allowed to want to make what you want to make, but you can't be forcing people to care about the concept more than the actual thing. The brands that have gotten it right, we can talk about Broke, we can talk about Backyard Group, because Backyard Group is, I would say like they make great clothes, but high concept, because they tap into that music entertainment space really well. They've ended up just smart positioning with other brands. Broke, cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Kids starting out making, tees, making fucking hats, running the little thrift store, running the thrift page, getting their homies involved, finally being able to take over some store space or like be inside of stores in Cape Town. Throwing a couple of events. Some of the guys from the crew are DJs. And so, they throw events, blah, 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 get to know. And because young guys, upwardly mobile, fucking working hard, putting out stuff, getting the community behind them, brands start paying attention. They can start telling their story.
Yeah.
That's how, that's how I got to know a lot of these cats in the first place, is having an eye out and going, this is cool, buying a t-shirt, keeping an eye and going, okay, well, here's a project with this brand, or these people are looking for streetwear brands to pop into their market. Cool, call up those cats. Do you want to come in? All you're doing is facilitating their own story, and then you let them go. Because there are plenty of those people that I've spoken to, or thought this was going to be great, but they don't have the same momentum, because to them it's they just got caught up on other stuff. Brands like Broke, no one can fucking stop them.
Yeah,
no one. And I don't mean because they're the best. It's because Andile's work ethic, all of them, Zwandile, all of them, like the whole crew, they work together. They're so involved in the scene. They're business savvy. They figured that shit out. Try and fucking stop.
For the culture.
So Could there be more storytelling? Yes, but I will, like, in their case, they're at a point where they're finally, they're getting the acknowledgement of bigger brands, able to collaborate with stuff, alcohol brands letting them throw events and all this kind of thing. They're designing cool clothes, they're selling them out, they're doing the tours. We've got to wait 1 or 2 more seasons, I would say, in a situation like that, until you start getting into, I would say, like, the real fucking, like, collections. That's where, like, Juan Della Porto and Rich Nisi, whatever,
yes,
they came in brand story from the get-go, and that's obviously super premium, but again, well-positioned, worked with the right people. They're doing storytelling, but they're not doing scale the same way that, say, Broke is, because Broke's way more streetwear, if you know what I mean. So it just depends on the angle people are taking, I think, is the most important thing. A lot of young brands are going to have to come in and cut their teeth and get it wrong. They're going to have to come in and make the shitty t-shirts, try and sell them to their friends, come up with the worst name ever, the worst logos ever, made with free assets. And same way music producers come in and use splice loops and don't know what they're doing. If you don't think that the fucking top dogs, it's fine.
Good.
That's fine. If you don't think the top dogs, like, they're still going to use the free assets, they're still going to do that, but they know how to do it because they've tried and tested, and they can make the same hat now 50 times because they know this is a key product for us. That's where the story comes in. Like, it really is about the people that are hungry enough to find where they're, the hunger TM again.
Yeah.
They've got to find where they want to be.
And their clothes, like what you were saying, a lot of people feel the same way when they wear Broke or Backyard or Pod Plant or Art Club. It's a statement.
Yeah.
It's a piece, bro. When I wear my Backyard group, I'm letting them know I'm part of this culture. I support
100%.
these people. The people who are not buying it are out of that. They don't know about it even. They don't even know about the community. They can see it
and think the same thing of, like, a Supreme t-shirt,
Yeah.
To them, it's our own version of that stuff. And again, there are a million ways to do it. There's Cultish. Cultish came about, shout out to Ryan, absolute genius. That guy is, like, pulled himself up by his bootstraps, business-minded, runs a successful other business, launched Cultish as, like, a passion project. And where Cultish started off a few years ago versus where they ended up now is obviously miles apart, but the vision was there. And it's doing the premium thing. It's doing the cool, he literally co-owns the factory little space. It's not huge, but it's awesome. And I think they've expanded a bit, where their clothes are made. There are people that they work with, like Stibule, who also premium, I would call it streetwear, but it's like premium basics, like in the same way that Fields, I'm wearing Fields pants now. These kinds of brands that are coming in from, cool, we're going to be elevated adult. If you don't think that the Broke guys and the Cultish guys have fucking mad respect for each other, because it's two sides of, it's not even the same coin, it's a multi-sided shape, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's different facets. But it's having the consistency, tenacity. It's elucid. Like Gillian is off doing something very different overseas now. Callan from Pinteful, like, he is now going fully into. He launched this little brand. They were all part of the same little cruise. Broke, Elucid, all of them were like homies, even though they're in different parts of the same scene. Callan's off doing high fashion shit now. Like, he's learning, studying proper fashion, because he goes, cool, I've done my little for the culture moment here, but now what's next for me? If he brings back the main brand or he launches something new, it doesn't matter, because it's all part of the story. That's where I get excited and why I like paying attention. So I can understand, look, it's easy when there's a pre-established almost 100 years of heritage. Like Nike is like from the 70s now. That's long. That's nearly 60 years of a business or whatever. And you know what you're buying into. You're buying into Michael Jordan in the 90s. You're buying into all of this. We need an opportunity for Broke to have their Michael Jordan moment. You need. The thing is, they themselves. The nice thing with these kinds of young brands is that there will always be people that move the culture. Like Maglera Dobo right now is still like one of the hottest out, and it's great. Like Puma putting the time and effort behind the right artists as they do. Adidas will have their people like Q from Destruction Boys and Lelo and all of those all of those people moving the culture. But what's dope is a lot of these people, like, I'm going to use Maglera as an example, like, he's so tapped in. He himself is an icon, but he is still repping local brands. He's still hanging out with these cats, and it's not a where like grease palms, Joburg bullshit. We're pretending to be friends. It's that they're seeing in each other what they see in themselves a little bit, and when that becomes translatable en masse, is when you'll be able to buy into it, and it's no one's fault. We just have to give them the time, especially the people that are moving. And the young people that want to move, they must start. There's like no time but the present.
Yeah.
Like if I ever want to get back into clothing stuff again and like really take time and effort for that, I'm not like, I have to come in and make something that I want to make for a part of the market that I feel needs to be represented. I'm not going to come in and go, here's a t-shirt and a cap and a tracksuit, because there are people doing that already. Instead of trying to just copy what they're doing, I'm like, how do I dress? What do I represent? That's where these brands are winning, is because they're making clothes for themselves. It's the same as the music thing. Like, when you're a kid from the township and you're representing township culture, all the kids from the township are seeing that and going, that's me. Like, that guy's me. I look up to that guy. I want to be him. And oh shit, I can be him. We're the same age. Look what they do. By wearing the brand, you're associating yourself with that lifestyle, and
with that vision.
Yeah. It's the people who wear Nike, going like, I only wear Jordans. They don't fucking watch the NBA.
No, yeah.
But they go, this is what I'm about. This is part of my culture. This is an extension of who I am. And there are some brands, Art Club, there's like a bunch that have those little to medium to large-ish audiences. We just need to watch, I've said it enough times, but it's like we need to watch some of them now and let them really take those next huge steps. I would say the two big ones to look out for right now, like Backup Group, all of that is happening. I know we speak about Broke a lot, but Broke are unstoppable. And there are a ton of other Flair Supply, amazing. Backup Group, amazing. Great other brands, but I'm saying Broke are next to fucking nationally pop if they haven't already. Like,
you see what they recently just did in Josie?
What with
the street?
What, the tour thing they're doing?
Yeah,
they're on the tour still. Them, and again from the corporate. I mean, mad professional, serious end of things is Cultish.
Mm-hmm.
With like doing like taking the fashion over to Paris, proper brand stuff. Huge turnover every month, really professional, associating yourself with the likes of Amiri, being in the same spaces, really premium construction, incredible design work, innovative silhouettes. It's a premium product, so it's not meant to be about mass adoption, but you've got people coming at, reaching that same center point from two places, coming in from the top and coming in from the street. So give it 2 seasons, I want to see what Broke does, and I want to see like an M.A. Leon Dore style lookbook of like, here's grown-ass adult clothing while also still the streetwear. And with Cultish, you want to see the other side of it, where it's like, here's some Amiri or what's that I'm forgetting the name of it. It's a Korean woman. Ambush level, high fashion meets streetwear. Let Cultish do that, because no one's going to do that like they are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so the story is there. It's just, it's not. The revolution has not yet been televised.
Give it a little
yeah.
season or two.
Give it a little